So deregulation's been around a long time, since the early 2000s. Really, Ambit was the first company that caught fire with deregulated energy with utilizing a network marketing model. States, the federal government deregulated, and now states could opt in to deregulate, and which that does is it makes it where the customer gets to choose where they get their energy supply from. Okay, so through that period of time, there's companies that have come out with variable rates and all sorts of weird stuff, teaser rates. It's gotten a bad rap because of all of those things. Sign up for the next 3 months, get this teaser rate. After the 3 months, customers on board, they're looking at it, they think they're saving money. On the fourth month, whack, over the head, the rate goes higher, and they ignore it. They just fall asleep, and over the next 3 years, they've paid twice as much for their electricity supply. Variable rate with the best of intentions, trying to keep up with the utility. You get one spike, a polar vortex that happens, and that variable rate jumps up, and you're out of business, right? So we've looked at all those things. We've analyzed all that. Michael has, I should say. And we wouldn't be here right now on this call if Michael was just launching a regular third-party energy supply business, because we know that the customer is the most important person in the puzzle, right? If the customer's not happy, then everybody loses long-term. You can't build something sustainable. So in comes Think Energy with a different way to think about things. First way is a third-party energy supplier for sure, but providing longer-term stable rates. Okay, right now the customer's experience with the utility is horrible. One rate today, another rate next month, another rate the next month. They're up and down. It could be $100 this month and $300 next month. The experience for the customer is horrible. So what we've done is put out a 3-year, 36-month fixed rate product in every one of the markets that we're in, because we believe that the volatility is going to continue to exist and the rate pressure is only going to go higher with electricity costs. So the people that lock in today are going to be very happy campers. There's also a rebate that if what we think doesn't happen and the rates go down, then they are rebated back $25 per year for the amount of time that they're on with us. Okay, up to $75 for 36 months. Some states we want to even maybe launch a 5-year fixed. We're also, with that, empowering the customer through the customer referral program. Okay, so we're saying, customer, we want you to sign up and enjoy a stable rate for the next 36 months, but we also want to give you the ability to go out there and refer some customers to bring that rate down and eventually get it for free through the customer referral program. And then on top of that, in states where we can do the community solar, we can offer that to the customer, which will only bring their rate down again. Okay. The way community solar is going to roll out in the beginning is going to be state by state. There's nuances in every market. So we're going to have to get the field educated on it. But it's as simple as I'm signing up for customer and I click the box for opt-in for community solar. And then there's another thing that they would fill out for that. And then they're enrolled on the farm and they start saving the money. Okay. Something that we really don't talk enough about right now, because it doesn't exist right now, is our software for smart meter markets. If you liked Griddy Pro, that's still in existence with Michael and this whole new thing. It's going to be available. We're going to be launching in Texas probably pretty much quicker than we thought. Give it the next 3 to 6 months. We will be in Texas and we will have the software rolled out down there. So that's going to be part of this Think Energy program. Okay. So obviously, are you familiar with the Free Energy Club? Okay. So the way this works, right? Customer signs up. Let's just use an easy math rate of 10 cents a kilowatt hour. And their supply portion of their bill is $100 a month. Okay. Just for easy math, 10 cents, $100 a month. If a customer comes in and they're paying 10 cents for the next 36 months, if they refer 3 customers, mom, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, whoever, they're going to get $10 put on a debit card every single month. So they're still going to pay the utility bill, but the supply portion is $100. 10% of that is 10. They're going to get that put onto their debit card every month, the Think Energy debit card. Or they can have a digital wallet, their choice. If they see that $10 every month coming in, they're also being notified that if they get 7 more customers for a total of 10, instead of getting $10 a month on that debit card, they'll get $40 a month, 40% of that $100 supply charge. And then if they get 20, the whole $100 is gone. They basically get $100 on that debit card to offset the $100 in supply charge. It's dollar for dollar, percentage to percentage. It's very simple for the customer to understand. There's nothing ambiguous about it. It's very cut and dry. Now, what's cool about this is if you get it, if your customer's getting free energy, well, maybe some of their customers would want to go for free energy too. They get 3, they get 10, someone gets 20. You got one customer, they went out and got free energy, and now they could have hundreds of customers that come from those 20. It's a very viral part of what can happen with your Think Energy business. And you get residual income on every single one of them. It's 25% of what you would get if you signed up the customer yourself. Does that make sense?
It does. So is it dollar based or percentage based?
It's percentage based. So,
Okay.
if the supply charge is $200, they would get $20 on that debit card.
Okay.
It's 10%, 40%, or 100%. It does have a maximum of $2,000 per year. So call it $166 a month. That's the maximum. Anything above that, they'll still have to pay for.
Okay. Sounds good.
And it's residential customers only. A commercial customer can count towards a customer towards your free energy, but commercial customers right now aren't qualified to get the free energy club.
Okay. And with the customer referring other customers, how many levels deep is that? Is that just one level?
No, it's unlimited levels.
Unlimited levels. So let's say when they say refer 20 customers, those are not personal customers. It can be 5 personal and the rest could be referrals of those referrals, right?
No. To get the person who's receiving the benefit of the free energy club, they have to be personals to them. But if they refer and they refer and they refer customers 20 levels down, you're still getting picked up the income on all that. And if with the community solar part, if they opt in for community solar, you're going to get the whole $60 for every one of them, regardless to how deep it goes.
Okay.
Yeah, let me see if I can clarify that, Jose. So the customer side or the customer referral, the free energy club is purely customers only. If you're in EA, yes, it's unlimited levels. So, but if a customer gets beyond 20, if a single customer refers more than 20, they're not improving their situation. So they're better off at that point becoming an EA, an energy advisor. So if you have somebody you see is getting 10, 15 customers as a customer, they should be on the call about becoming an energy advisor because they'd actually make more money on that. All right. And even the people who are customers, like even if we all got 20 customers personally, Frank Rosa was talking about, hey, that's $2,000 in income. You know, if I personally picked up 20 customers, I'm just increasing my income by $2,000 because I never shut my pool filter off. Yeah, I'm tax free when it comes to clean water, tax free. That's even better, tax free.
Yeah. Okay. So another way to think about it, like, let's say I'm a customer, an advisor signed me up as a customer. I got 20 customers, but from those 20 customers, 100 more customers came from that because those customers want to get free energy and so forth and so on. If any one of them ever decide to upgrade to be an advisor, the system is going to look who's the next advisor up, and they would become a direct personal of that advisor.
Okay.
Or if they get community solar, that system can't pay that customer $60. So they're going to look at the first advisor up and they're going to pay them the $60.
Okay. Perfect. And so I'm getting a question here. Is there a minimum usage requirement? Example, if 20 customers only use 300 kW a month, will the percentage stay the same? It will, right? Because it's related to that customer's bill, not that customer's bill, right?
Correct. If I'm a low user customer, I would very much, like I had a girl, Beverly, she's an advisor, and she was asking me what she should do. Her supply charge is $37 a month.
Yeah.
So I said, go out, forget the free energy club for you, get 20 customers, you'll make $400 and you'll have developed $20 a month in residual income. It's probably smarter for you to get the commission on it rather than the free energy club.
Correct. Now, question on the free energy club. So how would customers sign up for the free energy club, and do they get a credit on their bill, or do they get a credit via gift card or something?
A debit card. They would get
A debit card.
the money comes as soon as we get the payment record for the bill. We know exactly how much the supply charge is.
Yeah.
We'll take that 10% of that and put it right on their debit card every month.
How do they sign up for that?
So once they become a customer, then they get an email saying, welcome to Think Energy, welcome to the free energy club, click here to join. Then they go on there, they put in their email in which they signed up with, and then they have a back office. They get logged into a back office, which tracks everything. Customer even gets a back office, and then they go in there and it says, would you like to refer customers? Yes, they put in the email address, the first and last name of the customer that they want to refer, and it sends them a direct email. That customer clicks on that email, they become a customer, and then they get notification that you've got one customer for the free energy club. We made it really simple for them.
And this is just an idea. Just the way we see business today, like even on the referral programs we implement on the solar panel side, we use QR codes or landing pages. So what we tell our customers, in the Hispanic community, WhatsApp is an app that it's heavily used because that's the one that allows free calls from the US to Mexico, right? So it's very easy for us to tell a customer, hey, share this link via WhatsApp, and they share it with multiple people. Unfortunately, the Hispanic community is not very tech savvy, especially the older generations, right? So for us, having customers to go through an email and signing up customers that way, it's going to be a little bit more complicated. If we can just do a landing page similar to what the agents are having today, just a landing page where a customer can sign up and have that, be a way of tracking referrals for our customers, I think it'll make it easier. I mean, the plan is easy to understand, but I think just going through those steps of, logging into a portal and having someone, type in an email address and then send that link to someone else, I think it's going to be more complicated. If it's just a landing page with, like for instance, mine is get Think Energy / Jose Ayon, right? So if we do something similar for customers, where it's customer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they can just copy that link and send it to their contacts, I think we'll get more people to just click on that link, enroll, and complete the process. I think it'll be easier, and it'll be we'll get more buy-in from the Hispanic community that way.
Yeah, I agree. Can you do me a favor when we're done with all this? Can you send an email kind of outlining exactly what you would like? I'll throw it through the tech channels because that is a no-brainer.
Yeah, and by the way, we have that capability on our team, but there must be a way to share the link with some sort of landing page. Also, what about the language, right? We should have it in Spanish. If not, we can do it, but eventually, Jose, it's got to take you to a Think-owned site to be able to fill out that form. So we got to eventually get them to Mike's site.
Right.
So there's got to be a way to simply share to become a customer of a customer.
Well, yeah. So right now, the business part, advisors, customers, we can make our QR codes. Everyone knows how to do that now. Everybody can do that. But for the customer referral program is what you're talking about specifically.
Yep. Correct.
And by the way, I'm a customer, so I'm also a free energy club member. I haven't gone through that process yet on how I'm going to get my sister-in-law to sign up. So when I do that, I'll go through that mechanism, and then we got to check languages. But I'll let you keep going.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
You gotta say it to me, Paul. I'm gonna be your first customer.
Yes, Frank's been trying to sign up as a customer for weeks now, and you're holding him up.
Yeah, but we can't just do Connecticut. Well, let's not bog down this.
All
We're
right.
recording this, guys.
Right. All right. So the community solar, think about this, right? There's tons of developers out there that are building farms that can hold 500 to 5,000 customers. And they all have the unique challenge of having to fill those community solar farms with makeshift sales forces. So they get a sales force on, they fill up the farm with 500 or 5,000 customers. They can't turn the farm on until they're filled up. So that they fill it up and it's done. And now the sales force goes off and does other things. So that's been the plaguing problem and challenge of the community solar industry. What Think is positioning themselves to be is the hub and spoke. We're the hub. All the community developers, community solar developer companies plug into Think for the customers, because we're going to go out there and get hundreds of thousands of customers. A lot of them are just going to be in a queue waiting for a new solar project, solar farm to show up. As soon as it goes live, we dump the customers on the farm and they start it. So our sales force will be the reason why every community solar company does business with us, because we'll be able to fill those farms just like that across the country. And there's 21 states right now that have community solar programs, state programs. We will be in all of those states in the next year for sure. We're starting with 2 of them next month. Okay, so that's another big one. Like customer, each state's a little different, and what we're trying to do is get public service commissioners to allow us to give the benefit of the community solar rate or the savings through the rate that we have for electricity. Okay, so when we can do that, that makes it so that the customer doesn't have to pay another bill, right? They just pay Think Energy and that's it. They see a bill credit on there, they see a reduction in their rate when they sign up for the farm. And it's obviously a lot of commissions associated with that as well. Big commissions, 3 times as much as electricity. And then the Proton technology, incorporating like the Giddy Pro technology with smart meters, allows for shared savings. So I say, listen here, Jose, you've got an app on your phone. I send you a little alert that says, it's really hot today. Take your thermostat and move it up. And if you do that, we'll give you a bill credit for doing that, because we're essentially buying the energy for you. If we can buy it cheaper pricing for you, then we'll share that savings to you. If you have an EV car, if you allow us to charge it overnight, then you're automated. If you say, I want control, but I'll do it anyway, I'll take the alerts and do it. You can do it either way. You either take control yourself voluntarily, or you allow us to control it, but you'll still get the shared savings by changing your load profile, shifting it from high demand times to lower demand times when energy is cheap. That's going to roll out. That'll roll out in Texas in a big way. Okay. So these are kind of some of the things that make us different.
Okay. And what are some of the states where we can offer community solar today? And is Texas going to be one of those states eventually?
Eventually, I'm going to look at the community solar map. I don't believe that they have an actual community solar program. So I'm going to show you the states that do. These are the states that currently have it right now. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
So Texas, it might have it in legislation, but it's not official right now. 21 states right now. We will be in all these states for sure. And there's 4 more that are in the process. Pennsylvania being one big one. The first states that we're launching, March 15th or sooner, a little bit sooner. It could be, the latest would be March 15th. Maine, we got 4,000 customer availability there, and New York State. Okay, here's the difference between the two. We want the field wants community solar now. We're going to give it to them, even without the benefit of the Unibill. In New York, it's simple. It's Unibill, pay the utility. It's a 5% guaranteed savings on the entire bill, not just the supply portion. So if your bill is $200, let's call it 210 with taxes, you'd get a $10 credit on your bill. And it takes like no time to sign up. That's going to be, we have about 10,000 customer availability in the queue right now for New York State. 4 utilities, NYSEG, National Grid, Rochester Electric and Gas, and Central Hudson.
Okay,
In Maine, it's the big utilities, both utilities there, 4,000 customers available. Okay. All right. So that's, I believe that there's going to be a lot of, I believe every state's going to be community solar in the next 5 years for sure. So we will be a nationwide company in quick time, which is exciting for everybody. Okay, now do you want to jump over and talk a little bit about compensation?
yes,
Okay. You're pretty familiar with compensation plans for network marketing?
yes,
All right. So we're what's called a unilevel coded compensation plan. That's the vernacular for what we are. We've got 9 different ranks. Okay. The really important thing that you need to know about the ranks is that every time you hit a new rank, you get a rank advancement bonus, and there's $85,000 there for one-time payment if you hit a new top rank. But this is really the most important part is what's the requirement for each rank? Personal customer requirement and a team customer requirement. Okay, it's all based on volume. So theoretically, I could get to the top rank of this company by me being an advisor, signing up 3 other advisors, and then putting all the customers that I can get under each of those 3. If I didn't get another advisor, it wouldn't matter. I can get to the top rank with 3 advisors. If I have 50,000 customers to put into their positions, there's a balancing rule of 40%. You can't use more than 40% from any one line. Okay. So if I was a senior partner, I could use 20,000 customers from any one line. Does that make sense to you?
Yep.
All right. Now, here's a couple things to know. Personal customers are customers I can get on my own. Or if I get you as a customer and you want to get free energy and you get 20, I've got 21 personal customers now.
Okay.
So all of those customers that come from the customer referral program count as both for your personal customer count and your team customer count.
Okay.
Every electric meter you get in New York or Maine that opts in for community solar will count as 2 customer points. So community solar is counting as another customer point. So that's very beneficial for states that have community solar. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. These first 3, by the way, get them as quick as you can. If you do this in your first 30 days, you get extra 2 times, 60, 90 days. So we want really everyone to spin out directors within 90 days, and there's enhanced pay for that.
Okay.
Now we move on to level pay. All right. Now, based on the customer's usage, there's 3 bands: band 1, band 2, and band 3. We're going to talk in terms of just band 1 because 85% of all the customers will probably be band 1 customers. You go out and get a customer, you get $20 for electricity, $60 for solar. You get $1 per commission per month per customer, okay, and 50 cents for community solar for your personal customers. Then you get an advisor on, and that becomes your level 1. All the customers that they get, you're going to get $20 or 20 cents per month per customer, band 1. And it goes from 20 every time you move up in rank, it opens up a new level for you. So when you become like a director, you're open up to 5 levels of residual pay, and it jumps up to 50 cents for all those customers on level 5. Then it goes to 75 cents, goes to $1 and $1.50. So, there's 10 levels of pay going from 20 cents to $1.50. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And typically, if you're building a business, every level should have lots more customers than the level above it.
Yes.
Now, the code. The code to me is the most exciting thing in this plan. It's what's going to make this business hum and go really fast. So we talked about, your personal, you get $20 and $60. But now, let's say, what rank are you? Jose.
So right now, I haven't started yet. So, but let's say that I was.
Paul, you're
He's
Oh,
force ranked, top rank.
okay. So let's kind of go through this for future reference. Let's just say you're a director.
Okay.
Hey, Jose, and you go out and you bring on a new advisor. And that advisor goes out and gets 10 electric customers. Well, as a director, you're going to get $1 for the open line rank, and they're not a senior energy advisor yet. They're a brand new advisor. So you're going to pick up this $1, and this $2. So you're going to make $4 per customer for every one of those customers. So if they brought on 10 customers, you'd make $40, $4 per customer. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Now, if they had community solar attached to it as well, you'd pick up this 3, and this 6. So a total of 12 extra dollars there times 10 customers would be another $160, right? Or $120. So you can see becoming a director, it introduces you to code. Every single advisor that new advisor brings on is also getting customers, and you're getting $4. They could go 20 wide and get 1,000 customers. You're picking up $4 on every one of those customers. But then that person reaches the same rank as you, Jose. You're still a director. They go crazy. They become a director real fast. They don't code away from you. What happens at this point is it opens up generation 2 for code. So your new person that became a director and matched you, he'll get the $4, but you're still getting $2 for every customer that comes in. From that point on, you're still getting coded $2 for every customer that comes in. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Now for you, as senior partner, if you went out tomorrow and you got a brand new advisor and they got 10 customers, you would pick up all 7 of these dollars and you'd pick up all 12 of these dollars. So you would get $19 per customer for every new customer that new advisor brought in. If they got 10 customers, you'd have $190 there. And if they had community solar, you'd pick up 3 times more, 3 times as much with the community solar side. You pick up all of these 3s and this 36 here. That makes sense?
Yep.
So like if I'm you right now, I'm going 20 wide, I'm going 100 wide and getting all those new people to go out and get customers like crazy. And you could make so much money on that. You could probably afford to pay them. Like if you're building a team, you could actually give some bonuses to people, the position that you're in right now. Do you know what I'm saying?
Correct.
You're in a very good position. If you can get, like you mentioned, you had 500 reps, going out and doing stuff. If you could pay them an extra $5 on top of everything else, I'm telling you, you could build a machine, an army, with the benefit that you have. So does that kind of make sense to you?
Yes. Yeah, it does.
All right. So also, $2 and $6 goes into a pool every single time a new electric customer comes in. $2 every time a community solar customer, and $6 goes into this pool, plus 10 cents a month for customers, electric customers, 5 cents a month for community solar customers. So there's a residual component to the pool too. And that gets paid out every single month. Now the code, here's another big one. Remember the level pay that you were getting, 20 cents up to $50, $75, $1.50. Well, as a senior partner, if your new advisor goes out and gets a customer, you're going to pick up an additional 90 cents per customer per month just from the coded part of it. So even if they're on your level one, you're getting 90 cents and the 20 cents, that's $1.10 at a minimum for every single customer that comes in on your level one. You're picking up all of this residual coded pay. And then if someone matches your rank, it doesn't just go away. You pick up generation 2 residual coded pay. And if it's a band 2 customer, you get twice as much. If it's a band 3 customer, 3 times as much on the code. And community solar also, but it's not as much. But here's what's good about community solar. It's a 20-year residual pay. That's crazy. If you gone out and got a couple thousand customers with community solar over the next year, you're got a 20-year residual income coming in. All right, move up to the rank of partner. You get to the rank of partner and you get 1 share in that pool. Okay. If you get regional partner, you get 2 shares instead of 1. If you get senior partner, you max out at 5 shares. This is enough to pay for college educations for a couple kids. It's going to be a lot of money in this pools. So that's kind of the comp plan. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it makes a lot more sense now. Let me see, because Frank was trying to see if he had any questions. Let me see. Hey, Frank, do you have any questions? I know you're.
Yeah, well, I mean, here's what I'll say about the comp plan. One of the best parts about it, it's volume based. So in a lot of coded plans, you have to get, in order to be a regional director, you have to have 3 directors in your business. Okay. With ours, all those requirements are not existent. It's just volume. Theoretically, all right, so you could have 20,000 in one line, 20,000 in another with just 2 advisors and another advisor that didn't do anything, but you got 10,000 personal customers. You can use those 10,000 personal customers towards the weakest line. You could be a senior partner just by that, right? So you don't have to have, people that build to a certain rank in order to allow you to move to the next rank. I love that part of the plan. It's really
what are some of the best states right now in the Northeast where we have competitive pricing? I was talking to a few friends last night, and I actually got like 5 different bills from people in Delaware with Delmarva, and the rates right now with Delmarva are actually are much lower. They're at 5 cents. We're at 11 cents right now.
all right. So in your back office, right? If you go into your back office and you go under tools,
Yep.
You go up into documents and media,
Okay.
you'll see Think Energy Rate Comparison Guide, and I've downloaded it here. And this shows us every single market, and you'll notice on the right-hand side, there'll be green blocks. Those
Yep.
green blocks are where we're really competitive right now. Here's the deal, Jose. The company could have launched only a few markets that were really good and
Yeah.
said we're going to pre-launch the other ones because we know that the other ones that aren't good right now aren't good because the utilities haven't reset the pricing to reflect the current energy conditions, right?
Yep.
Like in New Jersey, for example, PSE&G, it's 12.93, we're 16.5. Well, it's going to reset. The utilities prices are going to reflect higher pricing on May 31st. So
Yep.
we're going to have some time here where we're not a great value, but customers are signing up for 36 months in all of our markets. And what we want people to really understand is that Think Energy is not about being the best rate out there. We will lose and not be sustainable if we are always trying to be the cheapest. That's just how you lose. You can't grow long term. So our philosophy is we see huge value in the 3-year curve right now. So every customer, we're hedging their energy for them and we're giving them stability, price certainty for the next 36 months because we believe that energy prices are extremely volatile. They're not going to stop being volatile and the pricing pressure is going to continue to go up. So
Perfect.
markets that aren't good right now aren't good just because they haven't had the reset on the rates yet. The ones that are good have reset. So we decided to launch everything and educate people on what that means.
Okay,
So right now I'd be focusing on, states like Illinois is a huge no-brainer right now.
okay,
Maine, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts, huge no-brainers right now. And a lot of New York markets are, because the New York markets are crazy. They price every single month. So there's really no rate to compare there because we don't know what their rate's going to be this month. But what I can tell you is that rates go from 9 cents to 30 cents in the summer months. It's
Yeah.
really erratic in New York. So
Yep.
putting someone on a stable fixed rate for 36 months is going to be the best way to budget for them, the best way to kind of get peace of mind that they're not going to get crapped on by a crazy market, polar vortex or a heat zone or whatever. So this is a
Very
rate
good.
sheet that you can have downloaded.
this is all great information. So, do you happen to have that presentation in Spanish, and can we actually get the English version? Is that something you can share with us?
Yeah, I can get you the whole presentation in the English version. I don't have the Spanish version. I know that there's someone in the business that did a presentation in Spanish, but what they basically did is they took the slides and they just basically spoke in Spanish. And then just like, I think even with the AI stuff,
Sounds good. Oh, this is very helpful. I think we're ready. I know Frank was having some issues with his microphone, but he was texting me and he said he's ready too. So he wants to get the process moving. I think it'll be convenient for us if we can organize a roadshow up in the Northeast, and then start talking to the people here in Texas so that we can start recruiting as well. So I think to start, we'll probably start either in Illinois or in the New England markets. I think that's probably the easiest. Pennsylvania, well, the tri-state area, I think is gonna be a good opportunity too. So I think because of the rates, I would say probably Illinois is the one that we're gonna have to target first.
yeah, Jose, if you look at this calendar in your back office.
Yep.
You can go, let me just move this up a little bit here. Hold on. You can go into this calendar and click on it. Next week, we are in Illinois all week.
Chicago, okay?
The CEO is going to be there on Thursday night, but we've got meetings on Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night. And on Wednesday, we have a conference room at the hotel where we have like 25, 30 people can fit. And we're doing like, presentations for smaller groups. If you have, people that you could get there, just coordinate it with me and we'll make sure that they're good and taken care of.
Perfect.
This is the last leg of the initial tour. But we're going to be back on the road again, in the next couple weeks. So, if there's places that you can get a lot of people together, I'm happy to go with you and to the room and present. I'm happy to do Zooms for your team. If you have like a group of the low hanging fruit, like, 20, 30 people that you can put on a Zoom, I'm happy to kind of go through that with you, and do Zooms with you anytime you want.
All right, perfect.